Well, it made it to Illinois. See? It's a trash can. Get it? I'm just kidding. I live in Indiana. It's the same thing. But yeah, I'm going to get going where I'm going. It is way too early on a Saturday, but here I am loading up my car, getting ready to drive to my first 10 scale comp in Illinois. So I've got some packing up to do, and then I've got to hit the road for the next few hours, and then I will see you guys once I get to Illinois. Hot dogs, not hot tempers. Illinois, I couldn't agree more. I made it, and I'm starting to get some stuff set up. We got some other guys that are all set up, and let's get a closer look at this course back here. This surface looks like it should have plenty of good grip on it, so that is promising looking. But these lines, the way they have these gates laid out, it's no joke. Looks like the gates are numbered over here, the numbers on the left, the arrow on the right, if I have that right. So that's the purple course, and then here's the blue course. So this is a completely separate course. Each course has 10 gates. And then those little boundary boards there, those things, if you touch those, you have to go back to the previous gate. And then there's the red gate course over there, the red course. So 3 10-gate courses, and they are not for the faint of heart. The angles, the climbs, the drop-offs, goodness gracious. My truck is not going to hold up to all this stuff. Well, we'll see what happens. We've got some guys from Punk's Custom 3D over here, and look at some of these paint jobs. Oh my goodness, this one right here, and there's another one down a little bit further at the table. So this right here reminds me of Hemi Storm's King of Hammers paints, and I was talking to the guys, and they said that they really liked that paint job, and so they did like kind of their own little homage, put their own twist on it for some team bodies, so that's pretty awesome. But look at these paint jobs, man. These things are clean. I really like the airbrush work behind the gears and stuff like that. And then here's the other Hemi Storm inspired homage paint job there. Just looks so clean. Awesome. We got a couple other Hoosiers here with us, so you guys might recognize Miss Kristen Templeton. So she does a lot of painting. I'm assuming this is one of your own paint jobs here, right? Mm-hmm. And you guys are driving for Three Brothers RCs?
And Punks.
Oh, yep, right back there. And Punk 3D. Awesome. And you guys did the smart thing. So I woke up at 5:30 this morning to drive here. You guys decided to get a hotel and wake up nice and rested this morning, like smart people. So I'm a little bit jealous. How many classes you running today?
We're just running class 2.
Just class 2. Yep. Awesome. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Got a little Crawlville representation here from the Beat the Creek sticker line. So that's looking nice and good on the Vanquish. Nicely done. The problem is I don't have the steering wheel. Don't care if I hit the gate, just freaking sit down.
Yeah, there it is.
I can crawl up on the garage, right?
You can, it's legal.
Yeah, not that much though.
That's all right, good save. There you go. Awesome. Nice.
Well, if these wheel faces aren't just about perfect. Killing time, that's what I've been doing out here today. I would do just as well today if I would have saved my gas and time and just stayed at home, but that's all right. It's a good time. Here we go. Of course, I knew I didn't clear that well enough. I'll take reverse. reverse.
Just drive?
Yeah.
Sorry, you already reversed it.
Yeah. These tires just don't give me the bite I need.
Okay. Clear?
Nope, stay right there, stay right there.
Let's see. And clear.
This ain't gonna work. Let's see what happens. You're acting like I'm not gonna roll over and then get stuck and have to touch it and everything else.
I think if you go left, you'll go right down it.
Makes one of us. It went right down it.
Stay moving. Stay moving.
Yep.
There you go. See if you can work over this way. It seems like you're trying to get that wants to go, then this is the easy way to go.
You have your choice. Any of those? John, how much time you got?
No, I've been done for like 7 minutes, I think.
No, you've been good on time. Honestly, you're only at 14, so you got plenty of time to get through.
Plenty of time to get through. I can't even get to the gate. Oh. Well, I am back in the comfortable confines of the Cluttered Basement Studios, surrounded by my safety net of mini and micro crawlers. And man, what a learning experience that was. I wildly underestimated the amount of work that needed to be done for a 110 competition. I thought I could sneak in with a fairly basic Class 1 truck. Well, unfortunately, they didn't run Class 1, which put me in Class 2 with a very basic truck. So, unfortunately, I was just wildly unprepared. The amount of equipment it takes to be competitive in 110 and the price of those components is vastly different from 124 and 118, which I knew the price difference. I did not know the extent of upgrades and modifications that were necessary. I went in with a truck that I hadn't even run, with brand new tires that were not scrubbed in and were not vented, so that didn't help any at all. Completely stock electronics, stock servo, stock motor, stock ESC. This thing was not prepared, and the course that they had laid out, they had 3 different 10-gate courses, and they were no joke. They were built competitive comp crawlers, not for Class 1 or even Class 2. Out of everybody there weren't many. I might be able to count on 2 fingers the number of people that completed the courses. So it was not set up for the faint of heart, and definitely not set up for big dumb newbies like this guy. But it was still a good time. I got to meet a lot of cool folks from Missouri, from Illinois, some other folks from Indiana. Got to hang out and do RC stuff with really cool folks. So no complaints there. Mark Weinbrenner puts on a great show. He puts on a great competition. The giveaways, the sponsors for the comp were crazy generous. Everybody went home with something, and that was really nice to see. So that brings me back to my plans for this truck. Now, I ended up having to cut these front wheel wells out quite a bit because the body rub was something awful. Not just the sound, but it was actually interfering with my turning ability. So I had to cut them out considerably, which changes the look of the truck. I'm not crazy about that, but no matter what my intent for the truck, whether it's Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, trail truck, scale, anything like that, if I wanted to drive it, I was going to have to trim those fenders out a little bit more anyway, so there's really no way getting around that. But this experience taught me what I am and am not really wanting to do with this truck. What I'm not wanting to do is comp it. That was just way more intense than what I expected and what I was ready for. I think what I was looking for out of this truck was more of a scale trail truck. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to work on scaling it out, scaling it up. Anyway, making it look better, cleaning it up a little bit because it took some serious tumbles, and the Lexan is not in the best shape now, which that's fine. It's an off-road crawler. It's going to get some scratches and dings and stuff like that, so I'm fine with that. But I am going to focus more on the scale trail truck aspect and less on the comp crawler aspect. That's just not really, it didn't really strike me while I was in the midst of it. So it's good to know that, because now I have more clarity and more direction on where to go with the truck. So that is going to do it for today. Thanks to Mark and everybody that put on the comp in Illinois. They do more than one, so look them up. It's the Dragon's Gorge is what it is. The Dragon's Gorge in Stanford, Illinois. There we go. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pull it, but I did. So that's it for today. Hit that quadfecta for me before you go. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Don't forget to hype, become a channel member, get bonus stuff, get early stuff. Keep doing RC stuff, and I'll see you next time. Big time thank you to my members and channel partners, and if you would like to join the ranks, click on that join button for exclusive content, never before seen videos, early access to videos, and other exclusive content, pictures, polls, and having an active voice in what comes next on the channel. So appreciate the support, click on that join button, and thank you so much to the channel members.